What's up, y'all? This is Rom coming back at you with yet another car video. I've been providing a way to deal with these modern women for over 20 years. Over 20 years. Yeah. You know what? On my morning video, I talked about character being more important than looks, money, and status. Now, to be clear, it wasn't strictly focused on women. It wasn't strictly focused on women at all, right? It was focused on just having a character, and that's like your personality. That's your drive. That's your willpower. That's who you are as a man. Like everything else, like I said it in the video, looks fade. Looks fade, or at least they change as you age. Money, please, your money, you could be making a whole lot of money one day and then almost nothing the next day. Shoot, the average millionaire goes bankrupt 3 times. The most successful businessman, shoot, he'll have stories of when he wasn't doing well. That'll change. Some people rise, they fall. Status, that changes with the minute. But I say, when you have character, you get through all that. When you have character, you'll at least keep your looks up. You know? You at least keep your looks up, or, keep yourself together as best as possible. When you have character, shoot, you're going to keep making money. You're going to work. You're going to work. A man of character is going to keep a job. He's going to keep a job. He's going to always find a way to bring in that bread. And then status, shoot, you can always work for that. Even if you lose some status, you can always come back if you got the character to do so. And then you need the character to deal just with the ups and downs of life. Remember, if you're on this channel, it's mainly known for man against woman, but then if you think about it, when I talk about sovereign men, shoot, I'm just talking about living in life. But of course, somebody commented like, oh, character doesn't work with modern women. And, I immediately do what I do when I get some loser attitude. Delete, block. And I have no problems with that. And I need something with this. I have no problems doing that. Unapologetic about doing that, because I don't have time for that loser attitude. This is a channel for wolves. This is a channel for winners. And I've been providing a way to deal with these modern women for well over 20 years, because they didn't just pop up. All this behavior they showing, I've been seeing every single thing women doing now. Every single thing. I don't care what you think. And I have an explanation why some dudes might not have seen it, who are elders who might not have seen this behavior, but I've been saying this shit since the 70s, man. Ain't nothing new out here. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Been saying shit. And it's for any elders who say they ain't see all this, I guarantee they non-select. But if you that select man, you done seen it all. You done seen it all. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Ain't nothing new. Shit, even some dudes, if y'all find, I know a lot of dudes might think, well, my mom wasn't like that, she wasn't like that. I'm gonna tell you something now. It's a fucked up thing. There's been many a dude whose mother or even grandmother maybe passed away or something, and they find out some stuff about her. They find out some stuff. It's just the only difference between back in the day and now is women just they could hide it better then. They didn't have social media. They had somebody could whip out a camera and catch them cheating with somebody. And even with these women, making their own money and stuff, despite the propaganda, women have always had a level of independence. Don't believe that Oz and Harriet bullshit. Don't believe that propaganda you probably saw on TV. It was only a small percentage of women who could afford to stay home. Families like that, especially in working class and poorer families. Oh yeah, both women had to work. Women had to work, and a lot of times, even when they stayed with somebody, it was more for survival than anything else. Now they just in a better position now, but even then, the personality traits were still there. And with that, they were at least like that back in the day. Because one thing I don't like, man, I don't like when somebody hit me up and say, well, these women have changed. Did you live back then, motherfucker? No, seriously. Did you live back then? Fuck the fantasy shit. Don't tell somebody who actually went through the shit was different. I haven't noticed the difference except the women easier now. That's the only difference I've noticed. You know, be some motherfuckers saying some shit. Be like, how old are you? You were a little kid then. Shit, you might not have been born then. How the fuck you know? They've been doing the same thing. So with that, I been shooting. Because I talk about solutions. My book, Nice Guys and Players, is a solution. Because like that whole, I talk about select and non-select. Now other people will say 80-20. Other people will say alpha, beta. Whatever the case. That's always been the case. That's always been the case. Every single man did not get a woman. You had players going back. Shit, both my grandfathers were players going back to the, what? At least to the 30s, 1930s, at least. Probably further back than that. So women were always getting down. Men were always getting down. The shit was just quieter then. But whatever the case, whatever how women do, how they choose, their selection criteria, I provided a solution in my book, Nice Guys and Players. And the solution is just very simple. You ain't gonna get women to like really want non-select men. Like they'll settle with non-select men, but that non-select man ain't gonna get the best treatment. And even now, one change, women they not even settling like they used to. They'll still do it, but not to the same extent. They don't even go that far now. And a lot of guys finding out, hey, just because they got that little bit of money or something, they ain't enough. But even then, I provided a solution. And it's a simple solution. It ain't really that big a deal. Your ass need to become select. And I tell you how to do it. That's why I say, you know, you get some dudes talking about, I'm non-select. I was like, well, I tell you in my books how to become select. And I tell you straight up. And I got testimonies from men who've done just that. Testimonies. Got babies born off of my information. You know? And it's a very simple thing. Because I'm going to tell you what, I don't care who the woman is, I don't care how strong, independent they act and all of that. That first of all, a lot of the hell they give, they just going to give to non-select men. Because a big part of select and non-select, a big part of it is just the treatment. And women, they just going to treat different men in different ways. They've always done that. Yeah, they'll be all bitchy to one man and everything, use him for money, talk down on him. And then the next man, the one they find select, shit, they running all over the place. In fact, they'll take money from the non-select man. They'll take some money from him, some gifts or something, and give it to the select man. And even if the select man has money, he don't have to spend it. He can if he wants to, but he got a choice. You know, a woman being with him ain't gonna be purely off of how much money he making. Now, it could play some influence, but never purely. And even then, you got some select men, they don't even have to spend money. So what I did in my book, Nice Guys and Players, shit, that's based on knowing up to that point, and it's even more now, a few hundred men who were just good with women. And it's specifically men who could get multiple women. And not even just players. It could be some guys who've been in a relationship, something like that, but they could just replace the woman. And let me be clear, it ain't saying it's going to be totally perfect. Get out of that fantasy. A select man, yeah, you know, a woman could cheat on him. A select man, yeah, he could get divorced. You know, the woman could even ask for the divorce. Yeah, that can happen. But the difference between the select man and the non-select man in that instance is that, okay, his woman cheat on him. That's probably because he was cheating on her. And he'll just kick her to the curb and say, oh, you cheated? Oh, man, it's messed up. Bye. He just kick her to the curb and just get the next in line. And shit, he get divorced, the woman leave. A lot of times it's because, shit, she couldn't handle all the times he was cheating. And even if he wasn't, trust me, there's a woman lined up. The ink ain't even dry on the divorce papers, and some women say bringing him a plate. It's a difference. That's it. It's just they just treat it differently. They had some options and everything, and it's not any magic or anything. And see, one of the things out here, because you still, like on my page, I still get some guys that say, well, they just want all these women, especially black women, just want Pookie and Ray Ray. Really? You know, if that's the case, why was there a big deal about this one black woman, Ebony Williams, not wanting a bus driver? She wants Pookie and Ray Ray? Now, yeah, there's some argument that maybe, yeah, one could get with her, but is that what she wants? And his ass better be fine. He got to have certain things. Nah. Now, yeah, there's some Pookie and Ray Rays, Bubbas, whatever they call them in the Hispanic communities or Asian communities. Yeah, they're going to get some. But they're going to stay in their lane, though. They're going to get some lower class women for the most part. But they still going to get some. But then you also got some guys, some solid, hard-working, blue-collar guys. They got solid relationships. Some of them are players. Some of them just get a solid woman. An attractive woman, I say 6 and above and stuff. And then you got some professionals. You got some professional men. They make it 6, 7 figures, got all that. And be messing with some baddies. Now, what is it they all have in common? Because nice guys and players deal with that. One, they in decent shape at least. Not necessarily like super perfect, but at least keep themselves up. At least keep themselves up. Like I said, not super perfect. Hey, if they are just totally cut, hey, that's great. And that's at a higher level, but you notice they'll keep themselves up. They will keep themselves up. That's simple. At least even if they got some weight on them, they at least say, okay, yeah, they got some weight on them. At least gonna dress well and stuff. Still gonna keep themselves clean on a basic level. Some women like a big man, or if they slimmer, they at least keep themselves up. Just basic appearance. They keep their appearance up. They let the barber bless them. They ain't coming off as dusty. And that's just one level. The thing I found with the guys, regardless of where they were, is they were at least sociable. At least sociable. You know, they could just talk to women. I remember I did a video saying about engaging women and had some bitch ass motherfuckers coming on there complaining. You gotta talk to them. You get a long way just talking to a damn woman. And you'd be surprised how receptive they are, especially some more attractive women. Especially some more attractive women. Because a lot of times guys scared to talk to them or making assumptions. Oh, they a hoe, they a 304. Man, fuck that. And I would challenge anybody to say that. How many of you know? Well, I've known 5 women like that. Okay, that's just 5 in your circle. Do you know let me know when you know 1,000. Let me know how many interviews have you done with women. Let me know how many consultations you have done with women privately. And even then, they probably capping just to say they know that many. Because one thing I found with a lot of non-select men, if you start questioning them outside of women on a job or something who might be friendly to them sometimes, they don't know any women. They ain't going out. They ain't interacting. So, I mean, that's 2 basics. But one thing I found, and this is with the majority of them, hell, even some of the Pookies and Ray, so-called Pookies and Ray Rays, they at least have a job. Most of them. Yeah, you got some homosexuals. But even some of the Pookies and Ray Rays or whatever Bubbas, whatever you want to call them, they might not have like that high post job, but shit, they working somewhere. Most of them. Don't focus on the few who ain't. Yeah, you got some homosexuals, but most guys at least got something going for them, a little bit. And even then, the Pookies and Ray Rays, that's a small percentage. That's a small percentage. And I know some motherfucker gonna try to come on here and try to say, oh no, it's all of them. What street you from? Yeah, I said it. What street you from? Don't make that argument unless you tell me specifically what street you from. And then tell me how many professional environments you hung out in. No, I'm dead serious. Because that's why I always say that bullshit about, these rough guys, these criminals and stuff didn't play. It was like, that tell me you don't get out. That tells me you don't get out. Because I've been in, they were talking about that Ebony K. Williams, that whole bus driver thing. I've been in some circles. You got nothing but a bunch of them. And a bunch of guys just running through them. Professional men. They got law degrees, dude. They attorneys. They doctors. I know some players, they doctors. They business owners. Like successful business owners. They doing something with their lives. And in fact, then that's just the players. I know plenty of men. Just plenty of men. And like not theorizing about them. Because you get some guys say it's theory. No, motherfucker, I got friends. I got friends. Shit, I actually interact with people. I got networks. That whole high value man thing, talking about Kevin Samuels, rest in peace, talking about networking. People be surprised what I got. Me driving around in a car or something, that's just 30 minutes of my life. People be surprised who I know. And you start knowing some dudes, they doing something with their lives, got degrees, everything. But they doing something. They doing something. They solid. And those are men. Because it ain't some magic thing. And you know what? Yeah, people throw the word gaming. I'll throw the word gaming because people like can relate to it. But honestly, it's just going through life. And one of the things I say in Nice Guys and Players, women want a man can handle his business. Now that could be at the blue collar level, professional level, whatever. Want that man that can handle stuff, not just get money, but just a man who can handle life, who can lead in life. And not sitting around bitching and shit, acting like he's scared of stuff, and up there complaining about, these women don't like me. Why should they? Because let's be real on something. Like I said, the solution is a simple solution. You got work to become select. You got work to be your best. And just to be clear, some people, you always get some guy talking about, like one guy was talking about body game. And idiot come on there saying, it don't work if you're 5'2", please. I know some dudes, short statured dudes and stuff. They just get their shit together. I have a lady friend, her son about 5'2". That dude thorough, about to marry a woman. Dude's an attorney. He just worked on his best self, lift everything. He 5'2", 5'4", he's short stature. Cause she ain't that tall, they about the same height. But that dude just he played ball. He used to play sports too. He ain't making any excuses. He just did his thing. He even got in my face. He's like, okay, so what's up with you and my mom? And I respected him for that shit. So I was like, okay. So don't even use that. Because look, at the end of one of the things, anybody's read my books, I talk about just being a real man, just being a man about that shit. A man standing up as a man. I told y'all that's my mission from God, to get men to stand up. Stop complaining and shit. Now you gonna get every woman? No, but do you want every woman? Shit. You don't want every woman anyway. You want the woman down for your program. But in order for her to be down for your program, you gotta have one to start with. You gotta have something. Guys be talking about they want a woman to submit to them. Well, submission. Okay, you want her in submission to you. Are you on your mission? Are you on your mission? Are you doing something? Because I'm going to be real with you. Because I base everything I talk about, I take what people say online with a grain of salt. And a lot of guys, you got some guys saying, they don't want a guy like me. But then you find out the motherfucker capping, he ain't doing shit with his life. Say, okay, what you got going on for you? What you got going on? Got guys saying, women don't want an average guy. They shouldn't want it. Yeah, I said it. Fuck this shit. I'm going to be elitist about this shit, man. I'm going to be elitist. Many men need to be their best, be the best version. Need to say, look, this is my thing. This is what I got going on. This is my skill right here. Every man needs to master something. Every single man needs to master something. He needs to have some mission, some vocation, some passion that he masters. He can't be just some ordinary dude out here. Too many dudes want to do that shit. Ain't got shit going on for them and stuff, but they want a woman to want that shit. Women cold-blooded, man. They been that way. They supposed to be that way. And then don't come up, and then let me hit that Pookie and Ray Ray thing again. Don't come up here saying, well, they just want those women. Yeah, the women in those environments. Women be lined up for a dude who got women lined up for a dude who got some business, got some status. Cause I ain't say it's totally whack, but I'm just saying, you know, got something going on. Let's just be real with that shit. Cause it work. They don't want some ordinary dude. They shouldn't want to. Why should they want that? Shit, my co-parent, she could have, shoot. The way she looked in her body, man, shit, any motherfucker would have wanted to like impregnate her. But she had my kids. It's doggy dog out here. It's doggy dog. Isn't that nice? And many men, I'm telling you how to win that shit, man. I'm telling you how to win that shit. And I'm gonna be real. Now, it might seem like I'm coming off hard, man, but we gotta be real out here, man. Because the reality for just in my life, women just go for the best. They go for the best in their environment. Even with that Pookie and Ray Ray thing, that's their environment. They go for the men in their environment. You put those same women in an environment with a bunch of attorneys, a bunch of doctors, professionals, CEOs. Oh no, they want them. In fact, a lot of women want those types anyway. But even when they get with some bum dude, that's the best they could do. But that's probably the best in their environment. So it's just a simple thing. And that's one thing I talk about, just being your best. Being the best version of yourself. When I talk about body game, putting your best body together. And then in Nice Guys and Players, I said every man should have a business. Even if he don't need it to make a living. He should have something he can control. Because that brings out the inner masculine. Because when a man feel like he controls something, trust me, he walk and talk differently. You know? Gave the solution. But see, you see a bunch of bums out here, they want to cry, they want to complain. All that bullshit. Why should a woman get wet for their asses? They should. You ain't the types in no goddamn pussy out here. Motherfuckers want that, be some ordinary dude. Women don't want to take the chance. Women don't want to take the chance you get her pregnant. And especially with all these abortion bans and stuff. Oh, it's going to get harder on non-select dudes. It's going to get harder. They ain't even going to take that little bit of a chance anymore. They ain't going to take it. And if you come on here crying about some shit and say, yeah, that's it, you know I'm just going to block you, man. Getting tired of that shit, man. Tired of that bitch ass shit. Really am, man. The shit makes me sick to my motherfucking stomach, man. Motherfuckers complaining and shit. Complaining. You're giving them the way. And then want to blame the women for not wanting to sleep with a weak ass man. Yeah, I said it. I'm in Harford County, motherfucker. Come find me. Shit. Because motherfuckers ain't gonna say anything. Shoot, when I was at that Game Kings 2 seminar, I can read crowds well. There was at least a couple motherfuckers there that wasn't filming me. They didn't say shit to me, though. Came up in the streets, motherfucker. I can read people, man. They made sure they didn't say anything to me. I can see it in their eyes. So if you can't get it, if you can't look in somebody's eyes and say what you gotta say, don't say anything. And yeah, I'm gonna tell you what, I'm getting hot over this, man, because I'm gonna tell you what, man. Men, we keep order in this shit, man. Men run shit. And I told you one time, I nearly lost my life handling some business another man should have handled. Keeping his daughter alive, saving her life. And he should have handled that shit. Men need to stand the fuck up, man. And basically, that's all I'm telling you and stuff. And you talking about modern women, this, man, they ain't no, stop using some excuse, motherfucker. You just ain't shit. Now the crew who following me, the crew who's rolling with me, they already doing what they supposed to do. They ain't making no excuses. They be hitting me. My crew be hitting me. I'm talking about their businesses and stuff, the businesses they start. Be real with you. I'd rather hear about that than how much pussy you get. Pussy easy. But when dudes hit me up, say, yo, Uncle Rom, man, I started this business. I'm doing this. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Women are easy. It's like walking backwards, really, to get a woman. And I tell you how to do it. But a man is about his business. A man about creating his world, and then a woman earning her place in his world. And I'll say that. I'll get in front of a bunch of feminists and say that. I've done it before. What the fuck we need you for? Yeah, we like you. Yeah, hey, we want to have sex with you, but shit. We don't have to have sex with you in particular. You know, you need that. Yeah, you need to help add to what I'm building. You need to bring something that enhances it. Because you get these guys worried about these women or acting like something, acting like, yeah, they doing this, they so bad. I'm like, whatever. And they even said it in that video I did when I was talking about the character piece. I specifically said 3 times, if a woman ain't feeling your character, leave her alone. If she ain't feeling you, okay, bye. She got the right to do that. You got the right not to give a shit. She saves you some time and energy. Because you need a woman who's down for your program, who rolling with you, who trying to help you in your mission, in cooperation to your operation. And those ain't just sayings. If she ain't cooperating, what's the point? But see, some guys ain't getting it, but then what you giving her to get? What you giving her? And let's be real, because a lot of guys say, well, I got this, I got that. Like I said, you be finding out a lot of guys on some damn cap. Or if they do got it, there's some other shit they don't have. Because it ain't just about your money. It's about who you are. It's about your character as a man. Who you are, what you doing. You know? Because that's the thing. And like I said, with the character piece, if the woman don't like your character, okay, let her go. But gave you the way. And like I said, more and more, you come on here with that weakness and shit, I'm just going to delete, block. With zero remorse. Because I got an agenda on here. And in fact, that's why, like, a lot of people, they come on here and say, hey, can you do a video on this? Thanks. I got an agenda, motherfucker. You don't tell me shit. I don't give a fuck who you are. I got an agenda on here. I got a specific agenda. I ain't here to entertain. I'm here to build something. And it's been working. I'm here to build. I'm here to teach. I'm here to build. I've been doing it. Don't give a shit. Don't like it, stay the fuck off the channel. Seriously, man, because it's too much out here, man. We need men to solve this problem. Fuck all this political correctness and shit. Fuck all these, I'm gonna say forget all, these women, they want all equal and all of that. Okay, that's cool. They can do their thing. But then we bring order. That's our job. Let them do their job. They got things they do. Hey, they can run that. We bring order. We keep the peace. We got all this craziness out here, even these shootings and everything, because men aren't bringing order. All these shooters and stuff, a lot of times they have a father or something in the home with them and stuff. Sometimes the father getting them the gun. I was like, well, hold up. How'd you raise that child like that? How'd you raise that child to do something? Nah, forget all that shit. Forget all that shit. So, giving it away, and that's my plan. Hey, you get pussy behind it, hey, that's cool, but it's about just being the best man you can be. Building your sovereign world. Alright? I want y'all to really think about that, alright? I gotta go do my stuff. I gotta go get my stuff. I gotta handle my business. Alright? Yeah, I gotta handle my business. So, I'll get back with y'all. I know I don't do any car videos on weekends, but I'll get back with you. But I gave the way. Alright? Oh, real quick, because I want to see who's watched this the whole way. If you watch this the whole thing to this point and you ready to take that mission as who you are as a man, you ready to stand up as a man, take that mission, just put one in the comments, all right? Because we ready to roll. Too much craziness out here. So I get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.